Yes, I'm Jamaican. Whole heap of people don't believe me. Them don't believe I come from Jamaica because I'm Chinese. But what a lot of American people don't know is whole heap of Chinese people come from Jamaica. Whole heap of them. All over the place. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, yes, even though I'm Jamaican, I don't smoke weed. Everybody, first thing I tell them, that I come from Jamaica, them say, "You smoke weed?" I don't smoke weed. It's even illegal in Jamaica to smoke weed, believe it or not.
All right, mommy. Some people are confused when you said you're Jamaican but full Chinese. Can you clarify for them?
All right, don't be confused. All right, I'm Jamaican, full stop. But my parents were born in China, so I am Chinese and full Chinese, no mix.
Shiny man, talk again.
Big up.
I got the blood.
I am born.
I am man.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm man.
You born in Jamaica? So you have the accents a lot put on to yourself.
But they're on the right people. Them.
Oh, okay. So you like, don't you?
I'm a place there, you know.
I am born.
In today's video, I want us to watch this video of how Chinese they came in Jamaica and why majority of the Chinese they are using Jamaican patois language, and also we also have a Jamaican Chinese. So kindly guys watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
Years of age, Ram Haraj Raj Beef is a patriarch, a repository of experiences. He is one of the oldest living members of the Indian community in Jamaica. During a meeting with the Indian High Commissioner to Jamaica, His Excellency R. Massaquoi, Mr. Rajbeef opened the book on the rich historic and cultural life of his family's journey to Jamaica from India in 1907 and his own experiences growing up and raising a family in Jamaica.
My father had some friend, and they want the friends them pay do what you know what I mean, and them follow them friends them come to Jamaica. And when them come to Jamaica now, the people them who employ them have them different places. My father went in St. Mary. Now my father used to do agriculture in India and know the banana tree, how to plant and all them things there. So they like him because he know the routines. Yeah. And he did well. After that, in 1920 or 920, some came to Kingston Pen and called the place Kingston Pen because I would find Indians live there. You know what I mean?
He went to school in Kingston for a short while.
My father never had no money to send me to high school. So I went to learn trade. And how I get a trade, there was a gentleman, Dr. Varma. He was the president of the East Indian Association, because these people then form a society. I have most big people who understand, they start to cooperate with the Indians them.
He got married and had 8 children of his own.
You never wish to go back to India and visit there.
Well,
now you are 93.
What really happened?
Yeah.
I have relatives go to India.
Yeah.
And them invited me. But because of my work, I have 8 children.
What were you doing actually in your young
I'm a machinist.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I went to work 1944, and the place closed at 207. One place I worked right through.
While sharing photographs, the retired machinist who worked at KIG for over 50 years took great care to pass on the knowledge of his parents' homeland, India, their cultural mores, values, and the contribution of the Indian community to Jamaica's development.
The life story of Indian in general. What they used to do in India, pass it on to me. You understand?
The inclusion of the East Indians into Jamaica would enrich and expand the local tapestry. They were the first to successfully grow rice in Jamaica, establishing the island's first successful rice mill in the 1890s. They continue to influence the fields of medicine, agriculture, manufacturing, inbound businesses, and sports. They introduced a range of spices, including curry powder, to Jamaican cuisine. Traditional Indian foods like curry goat, curried potatoes, eggplant, butter chicken, and roti have been steeped and infused into the national cuisine.
My mother always cooked dal, tarkari, Irish potato, which is hollow, string bean, long peas, generally these things.
And I spoke to your brother Jason, and I asked him, what is it to, to come from such a rich legacy and line, such as Aunt Marie, your grandfather Harry, Uncle Charlie. How do you say the last brother?
My last brother is
Gimzai, and then Albert. Knowing what you know, what are your thoughts?
Well, I feel honored. Actually, not a lot of people get to experience, two cultures, and to have Aunt Marie, our legacy, our legend here, to be able to tell us stories about what our family experienced back then. It's heartbreaking to hear what she has to go through, and sometimes when she's telling the story, she gets very emotional, which gets us emotional, but I think it's a story that needs to be told so that we can, continue this for generations to come. So, I feel honored to be a part of this family, to hear the story and to share it with my kids. And my youngest, Riley, who's 8 years old, she gets super excited when she's around Aunt Marie. Aunt Marie loves her.
That's nice.
Just to be able to, share
that's a great
stories.
Connection. You're bridging the gap, right?
Anytime Aunt Marie comes here, she's like, "Where's my girl Riley? Where's my girl Riley?"
right.
So no, I feel
and you're blessed, and I have to say, because Aunt Marie at 96
this month.
Jesus, happy birthday in advance. And bless you. To be cognizant, aware, and have all of your faculties like that is such a blessing to hand down generationally. And I want to thank you for sharing this story with us. And I'm going to come back after. Absolutely.
This now is the twist, which I don't understand. They usually say 9 nights before the body raise, and start walk the earth. That is the same. However, when my father died, the following day, he dreamt me, or had a dream about him. And I said, Daddy, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? I couldn't understand. I said, what are you really doing here? It's not 9 days yet after you're dead. So what are you doing here? And he said, this guy, young guy, helped me to cross over. Right? So how is everybody? How is everything? That's what he said to me.
Right.
I said, everything good. He said, Charmaine, William. He said, everything is fine. And then I said, who is this guy? Who is this young person? You're not supposed to cross over so soon. And he said, oh, you don't know him. But he helped me cross over. That is the following day after he died. Right? So I said, okay, fine. I didn't want to say, boy, Daddy, what you doing here and you're dead or you passed? Because Jamaican old time saying say, when you dream somebody and you say to them, what you doing here? You're dead or you passed, right? So I try my best not to say, you're not supposed to be because you passed already. So I never say it at all. So one day, I was talking to Uncle Charlie, who passed on April the 15th, 2024. This year Uncle Charlie passed. And Uncle Charlie had some pictures. And I'm looking at the pictures. And I said, oh my God, that's the guy I saw in the dream, that young guy. That is the guy. And Daddy wouldn't tell me who he is. And Uncle Charlie said, that's our brother Albert. When they dropped the bomb and everybody disappeared and we never see Albert again. He said, that's Albert. I said, but that's the guy I saw in the dream. Wow. That's him. Wow. So Aunt Marie, it's Albert that allowed him to cross over one day after we buried him. Wow. I saw him. exactly the picture Uncle
And
Charlie
you had
had.
never seen him
I
before?
have never seen Albert in my life. I don't
Wow.
know who he is, what he looks like, nothing. Uncle Charlie just had some old pictures.
Right.
And I was just, you know, going through it and him showing me some things going back, way back when.
Right, of course.
And I saw the picture. I said, who is this young guy?
Right,
Who
right.
is this guy? Him looked like him maybe was about 12 years old. Something very,
So
very
that had to be a
young.
picture from China.
Yes, it's a picture. I think, what the picture? No, I wanted you, Daddy, Uncle Charlie, when they were younger, right? But Albert, never had a picture of him, never saw him in my
him.
life.
Wow.
But I saw him the day after we buried Daddy.
You know, we're here from creation, all of us. You know, through the love of the Creator. And because of the energy, create matter. So that's how we come to evolve to be like this on Earth. But when you check in families, your bloodline and all that, I'm not saying it don't matter, but it's more a spiritual thing now. You know, like maybe first time it used to matter where you come from or this or that. But for me right now, is accepting everyone as an energy, a spirit. So I don't put a label. So I don't label people from where they come from or what religion or anything. Just deal with them as, you know. But like, as for me, I just here for a time, just like all of us, we're on our journey. And growing up in Jamaica as a Chinese Jamaican was different because I found that I was more privileged than most of my friends. But I didn't know prejudice until I came to the United States. We just used to, you know, share everything and, you know, play with each other and stuff like that. But, you know, the older you get into the world and then everybody split up. But for me, I just keep the connection with the memories, that the experience that we share with each other. And even if your matter is not here, the energy is still here, you know? So that's why, as an Earth family, we're all Earth people. So the Earth family is people who really love themselves, care about themselves, and just want to free up, you know? Free up. And if everybody could live free, they wouldn't want sadness. For me, you can't say who right, who wrong. It's just either you choose happiness or you choose sadness. So like when I say, it's not good or bad. It's either you choose to be happy or you choose to be sad. You know what I mean? So I put them things in music for just, yeah? Yeah. But, yeah, man. But, you know, life is precious, you know. It's a gift. In the present moment is now, you know. This is the ever-living life. This consciousness that we have here. And it's just that we're in this third dimension. But it's more than that, you know. I know it's more, it's a higher, a creator. But they want to be, you call him God, Anunnaki, you know, aliens or whatever. Because God is an alien, when you check it out. And don't live on Earth, so they're extraterrestrial, right? So they always tell us to look up to the heaven. You know? Heaven is right here, you know. You create your own heaven. Like the man made a world, and from ever since this world have power to control people and in every nation, no? So you have to create your own world, you know, to live in if you want happiness, you know. You have to go in yourself and create what's inside of you instead of looking on the YouTubes and the nice Netflix things, Hollywood, and creating that inside of you. But you need to go inside of you and create what's inside of you to put out, just like them, you know. I know Hollywood star, right? Merlin the magician. His wand was made out of a tree named Holly. So Hollywood, you know? When I went to France, I learned that. I was in Britannia, so I saw these nice big trees. I said, hey, to the promoter, hey, what kind of trees? I said, hey, they're holly trees. I said, holly? Holy or holly? I said, holly. I said, holly? At the time I didn't hear about holly trees, you know? And he said, and he was boasting like, hey, that's where Merlin the magician got his wand. That was like in the early 90s.
Chinese Jamaican pops with his story.
Yeah. I'm glad to take it off, you know, because when me like a race, you know, my car that blow off the color, you know.
Hey, what a wicked man, man. Hey, how you say so? You say
yeah. Hey, so you're lucky. Me no mind you take off the color because, you know, me not save you all that money because
come off anyway.
Me not blow it off with my car.
Hey, sir, you used to have sound system back in it.
When I my set, you know. Yeah. Me make Rasta man dance soca, you know.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
First Macintosh I had.
Yeah, man. Rasta man. You tell me make Rasta man dance soca, you know, when me have to keep down. So me are not ordinary man.
What a lucky thing say with the America look green card. Mommy, what would have happened if they send me back to China? We're not dead.
That's all my father then when they wake up themselves. Yeah. Joe sing good morning.
How yeah?
And then say Shak Chow is breakfast.
Breakfast.
Me not know no more Chinese language, period. Anybody want to say me know it? Yes, me know it, but me not talking it. I know what I know. When she got China, she know not much either.
Talk to him again.
He ain't shining.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, bye.
Chinese man with a Jamaican and African accent.
Hello. So many of you think that my voice don't match my face. And maybe you think when you see a Chinese man like me, you think to yourself, this is what he's supposed to sound like. But this is not true. This is not true at all. Like, this is how I sound when I'm talking normally, right? Do I talk patois all the time? No. When I'm at work, yes, because when I speak proper English, people not understand me, right? It's hard for me talk proper English and people don't make me repeat myself. So it's like, it just better for me just chat patois when me there at work. So, yeah, I just said that, you see me? But brothers and sisters, if you want me to do a fake accent for you, I can do. Yes, I can sound like I am from Africa. Maybe. I was not born there. I have no blood from there. But they are my brothers too. Yes, we are all a part of the human race. So maybe one of my ancestors, maybe they were from Africa. Maybe we are all from Africa. I don't know. But this is the only fake accent you will hear. My Jamaican accent, it's real. So, yeah. I like that. Have a good day now.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video, and majority of people, they were shocked to see Chinese speaking using Jamaica language or using Jamaica accent, that it is patois language. So majority of people, they didn't knew that we also have Chinese Jamaica. We also have Chinese Jamaica. I've been telling you that when you see Jamaica motto, it is out of many one people. This is to tell you that we are Jamaicans, they have so many diverse culture. We have so many different races in Jamaica. We are having white Jamaica. We also have white Jamaica. We have Indian Jamaica. We also have Chinese Jamaica. And also we have black people, black Jamaicans. So this is to tell you that Jamaica, it is a mixed race country whereby we are having so many races, so many races in Jamaica. So because of that also, we have see that we have also Chinese Jamaica, and majority of people, they were shocked to see that Chinese, they are speaking using Jamaica language. I know majority of people, they were confused. They were saying, why is it the Chinese, they really want to copy Jamaican culture? It is because we have Jamaican Chinese. I know we have the Chinese who they usually come to visit Jamaica, and we have the Chinese who they are Jamaican Chinese. So these Jamaican Chinese, they came in Jamaica as a indentured servants in the days of the slavery, when the slavery it was going to end. That it is now the time whereby the black people, they were reluctant to go and work to the colonizers. So the colonizers, they saw that since black people, they don't want to come to work in our farms, they went ahead and bringing other people to come and help them in their farms, and those were indigent servants. And these indigent servants, they were these other races, whereby we have the Asian people who they came as an indigent servant, and also we have the Chinese also who came as indigent servants, and also we have some of the white people also. They started to bring their fellow white people also to come as indigent servant. So all these other races, they came as indigent servants, but the black people, they were slaves. They were they were slaves who they were really working to this, but they came out and started to be reluctant, and that it is now the time whereby the slavery it was going to end. So due to the colonizers started to bring these other races, they made Jamaica to be a mixed race country, whereby they have Indian Jamaica, they have Chinese Jamaica, they have white Jamaica, they have these other races. They are a mixed race in Jamaica, and that's why they went ahead and give their motto, out of many one people. So meaning that Jamaica, it is a diverse culture. It is a diverse culture, and also it is. They have so many races in Jamaica. So seeing the Chinese coming out and speak Jamaican with a Jamaican accent, it is not a shock for me. It is a shock for those people who they have not learned about Jamaican culture. And also we have seen also some of the white people also singing with especially the musicians. Some with musicians, they're always singing using the patois language. And also we have some of the white people also who they really use Jamaican accent to speak. Those are Jamaicans. They are not white people from this other country, but they are white Jamaica. So this, it was just to educate you guys, letting you know that we also have Chinese Jamaica. And I know that Chinese, we have the Jamaicans, they have been having some of the problem with the Chinese, especially those Chinese who they are coming in their country. I know we have Chinese Jamaica, but we have the Chinese, the foreigners who they are coming to their country. These are the ones that Jamaicans, they usually have problem, because majority of them, the Jamaicans, they always say that the Chinese, they are taking over their country. So those are the foreigners who they are coming. It is not those Chinese who they are in Jamaica, those Chinese Jamaica. So for me, I can tell you that seeing the Chinese talking using patois language is a good for me. And also I know that Jamaica, it is a country which it is people love the most in the entire Caribbean. When you mention any country from Jamaica, from Caribbean, the only country that it always come first, it is Jamaica, simply because of how Jamaica it is popular, how Jamaica it is famous in the entire Caribbean. Jamaica it is the most famous country in the whole of the Caribbean. Jamaica it is the popular country in the all of the Caribbean. And also, just to let you know that this country, it has a population of under 6 million. Why am I saying under 6 million? We have like 2.8 million people who live in Jamaica, and we have around 3 million people who live outside Jamaica. Those are Jamaicans living outside Jamaica. Majority of them, they have went in these money countries, in the Western countries, to look for more opportunity, to look for more, to go and to hustle. That, let me just say that we went in these countries to hustle, but the ones who are in Jamaica, it is around 2.8 million. So you can see we have majority of Jamaicans who they are outside of their country. but these people, they really love their country. Jamaica, it is that country where it is the 30th largest country in the Caribbean. It is a small country, but this country, it has done a lot of things in the world. Jamaica, it has done a lot of things in the world, and also majority of people, they really love to associate themselves with Jamaica. Majority of people, they love Jamaica. They are also trying to speak patois language. Not only these other races, they want to know to you, they want to learn Jamaica patois language. Also, the white people also, they love Jamaica patois language. They love their music. They love reggae music. And also majority of Africans people also, they love Jamaica, their music. Majority of the African people also, they are using Jamaica patois language in their music. So Jamaica is that country whereby it is being loved worldwide. There is no any person you can just hate Jamaica for nothing, but Jamaica, it is that country whereby it is loved in the world. And also Jamaica, it is that country whereby it has given us a lot of things in the world, starting from music, starting from you can see the races, you can see the Usain Bolt, you can see how Jamaica usually break some of the records when it's come to the sport. So this country is unique. And also in the entire world, Jamaica flag, you can see Jamaica flag, it is the only flag which doesn't have red and white. Yeah, Jamaican flag, it doesn't have red and white, but these other countries, all other countries, when you go and see their flag, they have white and they have red like all of them. But Jamaica, it doesn't have white and red. So it has made this country to be unique country and outstanding country. So kindly guys, thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you in my next one. Bye bye.